Hey everyone, Dusty here. For today's gear review, I'm going to be reviewing the Xterra Lava Pants. So the Lava Pants are essentially wetsuit pants that you wear in training, or you can also wear on race day. And I've had them in my swim bag for a couple of years now, and I do recommend them to other triathletes, although I do use them quite sparingly. I think they need to be treated like a training tool, and just like all training tools, you shouldn't rely on them as crutches and use them all the time. So with that being said, let's get into my review of the Lava Pants. So here I have the Lava Pants on, and as you can see, they go about midway down the calf, and they're actually quite comfortable once you have them on. And just like wearing a normal wetsuit, you want to make sure that there's no loose spots and that everything is nice and tight, especially in the crotch and butt area. You don't want any extra little air pockets. And swimming in the Lava Pants is like swimming in cheat mode. Because the pants are made out of wetsuit material, it's very hard, if not impossible, for your hips to actually sink when you're swimming, which a lot of triathletes have issues with. So when you put these pants on, it's going to pop your hips up to the surface and at least help you swim with much better body position, as well as you'll probably see a huge drop in your pace times. So for myself, I maybe get 3 to 5 seconds per 100 meters faster when using the Lava Pants, but I've seen other people get as much as 10-15 seconds improvement. So like I said, I don't rely on these as a crutch. I use them as a training tool, and I use them more specifically on days or weeks where I have really heavy, hard training. So if I had a 3-hour hard bike ride in the morning and then I had to swim that afternoon, I might throw on the Lava Pants just so I can keep my quality high and make sure that I can get in a really solid swim session. Whereas if I didn't wear those Lava Pants after a 3-hour hard bike and I showed up at the pool, I might be okay for the first couple of intervals, but after that my quality's just going to go straight downhill. My hips more than likely will start to sink because my legs and body will just have been tired from the previous training session. And in my opinion, this is where the Lava Pants really shine. And for triathletes, going to the pool tired and with a heavy body, heavy legs is something more than likely we do all the time. I think for some triathletes as well, wearing the Lava Pants and having your hips in proper body position and being able to kick, unlike when you have a pull buoy in, can just reinforce in their head what that actually feels like. And then when you take the Lava Pants off, you can try to replicate that feeling of having your hips close to the surface like you did when you had them on. As far as racing in the Lava Pants goes, they're getting more and more popular and showing up at more and more starting lines. If a wetsuit isn't allowed in your race, then the Lava Pants won't be allowed either. However, if it is wetsuit legal and the water temperature is still quite warm and you're wondering if you're going to overheat, the Lava Pants is a great option, and that's where most triathletes are using the Lava Pants on race day. They're really easy to get in and out of. I'm about 5'9", 140 to 145 pounds. I take a size small. Flip turning isn't an issue in them. So all in all, I highly recommend these pants. I haven't actually read too many reviews that are negative on these pants. I think used in the right circumstances, in the right setting, that these pants can be super beneficial to triathletes. So if you were a triathlete and your form might be a little off and you know that your hips are sinking all the time, the Lava Pants could be very useful for you in popping those hips up close to the surface. And I wouldn't use them all the time, but every few swims would be okay. Or you can even use it for half a swim and then take them off and do the rest of the swim without the Lava Pants. That's something that I often do as well. Or if you're an athlete that can't get to the pool first thing in the morning when you're fresh and you've already put in some harder training sessions and you're going to the pool a little bit later on, then the Lava Pants really shine, and they'll just help you hold much better form versus not wearing them when your body is super tired. So price-wise, they're $250 on the Xterra site right now. However, on Amazon, I think they're only $100. I'll put a link down below in the description. So $100 for these pants is fairly inexpensive. And that's my review on the Xterra Lava Pants. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe for more everything running, triathlon, and nutrition related.